Imagine this. Overnight, nearly 20% of the world's oil supply suddenly stops. No warning, no explanation. The Strait of Hormuz, one of the most critical energy routes on Earth, is now completely blocked. At first, nothing seems different. Your lights are still on, cars still drive, planes are still in the sky. But behind the scenes, a global chain reaction has already begun. Day 1. Global oil markets react instantly. Prices surge within hours as traders realize what just happened. Governments hold emergency meetings. News spreads across the world. Because oil is not just fuel, it powers transportation, manufacturing, agriculture, almost every system that keeps modern society running. Even a small disruption can have global consequences. And this is not small. Day 2. Panic begins to spread. In some countries, people rush to gas stations. Long lines form. Fuel supplies begin running low in major cities. Airlines start cancelling flights to cut costs. Shipping companies increase prices as fuel becomes more expensive. The global economy is starting to feel the pressure. After 3 to 5 days, the real impact begins to emerge. Global supply chains start slowing down. Trucks deliver fewer goods. Ports become congested. Supermarkets in some regions begin experiencing shortages, not because food is gone, but because transportation is disrupted. Food prices begin rising because modern agriculture depends heavily on fuel, from tractors to transportation. After 1 week, the crisis becomes global. Countries that depend heavily on imported oil are hit the hardest. Some governments begin introducing fuel rationing. Public transportation systems reduce services. Electricity production becomes unstable in regions that rely on oil-based power. Meanwhile, oil-producing countries face their own challenges. Exports are blocked, revenues drop, and economic uncertainty increases. After 2 weeks, industries begin shutting down or reducing production. Factories rely on steady energy and logistics. Without fuel, production slows or stops entirely. This begins to affect everything: electronics, clothing, construction materials. Global trade weakens. At the same time, political tensions rise, because energy is not just an economic resource, it is a strategic one. Countries may compete for remaining supplies. Alliances could shift. Conflicts could escalate. After 1 month, the world is now in a full-scale energy crisis. Fuel shortages are widespread. Transportation is limited. Daily life has changed in many parts of the world. But something else is happening. This crisis forces rapid change. Countries begin accelerating investment in alternative energy, solar, wind, and nuclear power. Energy independence becomes a priority. Technologies that once seemed optional now become essential. In the long term, this could permanently reshape the global energy system. But the transition would not be easy, because modern civilization was built on one key foundation: cheap and reliable energy. And losing 20% of the world's oil supply is enough to shake that foundation. The Strait of Hormuz may look like just a narrow stretch of water on a map, but it holds the power to influence the entire planet. The real question is not just what would happen if it closed. The question is, how prepared is the world for when it does? What do you think would happen next?